Good afternoon from Lady Cat Field here in Conway. Beautiful weather today. I'm Levi Gilbert alongside Tim Roach. Tim Roach back.
Hey, back in the saddle.
Back in the saddle. Glad to have him back. And, man, I said beautiful weather. We have been so blessed these three broadcasts we've had. I mean, perfect weather for baseball, and now perfect weather for softball.
Yeah, you never know this time of year. It's so up in the air, and a day later, we might be having problems.
Yeah. I think this is maybe the last we'll see of some nice weather this week. But
right.
oh man, what a matchup we have for you today. Undefeated in conference play, both these teams. Your Lady Wampus Cats 7-1, the Bryant Lady Hornets 7-0. And they face off today in 6A Central softball action here on Conway Corp.
It is. This is for softball. Over the last, decade or so, you've seen some minor up and downs, but mostly it's been the big four. It's been North Little Rock, Bryant, Cabot, and Conway, and it doesn't change much. I mean, they just reload at Bryant. We reload here in Conway. We've struggled like we have in football with Bryant to beat them in softball. They've been one step better than us on most occasions. But I'll tell you, one of the things that can even you out and get things on your side in softball especially is a dominant pitcher. And if Sylvia King is on her A game, it could be the equalizer.
Now both teams 2-0. A little bit different path, though. The teams Conway's played in conference play so far, more on the bottom end of the conference. But Bryant, they've got to win over Cabot, a game in which they went and hit 3 home runs off the Lady Panthers.
Not easy to do. Cabot brings it every year as well, and they've always got great pitching. But Bryant always has really good bats as well, and so it's sometimes the bats win.
You see Coach Chada Hickey there. In her 17th season here at Conway, 12th as the head coach, 21 years coaching softball altogether. And this is going to be the final season coaching the Conway Lady Wampus Cats.
She's going to stay within the Conway school system, but she is going to be it's an interesting deal, and I don't think she would mind me saying this because it's public, but she goes from here, and she'll be coaching at the 7th grade level at Simon Middle School, where Coach Bradley, who's been there for a very long time, Sharon Bradley, she is retiring. So it's kind of the Jenga game. Everything's kind of moving along, and Chada talked about it. She mentioned to us, it's there comes a point, there's a time, and she feels like this is it.
Yeah. Well, she's got a great young squad this year. Yeah. Team that's not senior laden, just 2 seniors on the team. A lot of juniors pulling the main weight, and then 3 freshmen in the starting lineup as well.
Yeah, and so you do see that in softball. You start to see some of the freshmen kind of bubble up. Now, it's interesting that it's freshmen catching. The last time we had a freshman catcher was Jenna Carrington, who's now playing center field. But so you see that a little bit rarely because it's such a critical position on the field. And you're catching somebody like Sylvia King, who brings the heat and has a lot of movement on her pitches. But it's great to see freshmen rolling. But to your point, though, juniors abound. This is a pretty good squad.
Yeah, you're talking about Carly Wilcutt, the freshman playing catcher. You got Braylee Lightfoot, freshman at third base, and then a freshman at shortstop as well, Daly Mulhern. So
that's a lot of action right there, by the way, in softball. Third base, shortstop, and catcher.
You're not kidding.
They're going to see the ball a lot.
You got Sylvia King Jr. She's been playing since she was a freshman, so nothing too new here.
Yeah, no, Sylvia King, fantastic athlete.
All right, we'll turn it over to Mike Woodrum as we catch the pregame ceremonies here for Conway softball, taking on Bryant today.
Now let's meet this afternoon's starting lineups. First, for our visitors, the Bryant Hornets. Batting first and playing in right field, number 27, Addison Farley. Batting second and playing third base, number 34, Keslin Chimino. Batting third and playing shortstop, number 5, Chloe Lovell. Batting cleanup in left field, number 2, Michaela Easterwood. Batting fifth and playing second base, number 11, Specs Easterwood. Batting sixth and doing the catching, number 7, Kendall Wood. Batting seventh will be the designated player, number 33, Jenna Nichols. Batting eighth and at first base, number 37, Aaliyah Pegram. Batting ninth and playing center field, number 18, Marley Garcia. And in the circle for the Bryant Hornets this afternoon, number 21, Madeline Baldwin. The coaches of the Hornets are Deanna Ward, Hunter Gregory, Brett Bagwell, and Eric Ryan. And now here's the starting lineup for your Conway Lady Cats. Batting first and playing shortstop, number 1, Braylon Merritt. Batting second and playing center field, number 5, Jenna Carrington. Batting third, she'll be in the circle, number 9, Sylvia King. Batting cleanup and playing first base, number 12, Shelby Brock. Batting fifth and doing the catching, number 10, Carly Wilcott. Batting sixth at third base, number 3, Braylee Lightfoot. Batting seventh and playing left field, number 6, Anna Benton. Batting eighth will be the designated player, number 23, Hannah Pegg. Batting ninth in right field, number 17, Mags Williams. And the floater, playing second base, number 4, Daly Mulhern. Head coach of Lady Cats is Chad Hickey. Assistant coaches are Cheyenne Cunin and Salty Logging. And now, fans, would like to ask that you please stand if you can. Please remove your caps for the Pledge of Allegiance, a moment of silence, and the playing of our national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This is Lady Cat Softball here on Conway Corp live today. And, hey, the third of the 6 Diamond Sports broadcasts we'll be doing this spring. We've already had 2 baseball broadcasts. This is our first softball broadcast. And then we'll be off for a couple weeks, and then we'll have 3 straight weeks of Diamond Sports here on Conway Corp.
Much like the 6A basketball schedule, you play for a little bit, then you don't play for hardly any time, and then you play a whole bunch. But no, it's good to be at the old ballpark, Lady Cat Field. It looks great out there, and get a chance to see for the first time this year Sylvia King. Again, you mentioned it; she's been playing since she was a freshman and she's had the circle as hers for these first 3 years, and she has grown physically. She's a fantastic volleyball player, and so we count on her in multiple sports, but she's a fantastic pitcher.
Kings giving up just 10 earned runs on the year, 1.58 ERA. She struck out 46. Would love to see her get to 50 today and some.
Yeah, and then plus some. But now Bryant is they're a special talent. They hit the ball very well. They'll mix it up. They'll hit for power, but they'll also play some small ball. They do whatever it takes to get on base.
Leading off for Bryant, number 27, right fielder Addison Farley. First pitch to Farley. In for a strike.
Got to get used to the softball strike and ball calls. It's the hesitation and then you're up with the right hand. It's not like baseball. Got to kind of wait them out a little bit.
That one's fouled back. Fouled off to the right side of the field. And Kings up in the count 0-2.
Yeah, Shelby gave it a run over there, but it landed just inside the dugout there. Love the 0-2. Now you kind of expect them to stay away mostly.
Pitch from King on the way.
Came inside and hit her. Oh, boy.
We'll put the leadoff batter at first, hit by pitch.
And they don't mind, and Coach talked about this. They'll stand in there and take those. And that's the reason why I was hoping they were going to go outside. You don't want to chance it there at 0-2. Tough break.
Brings up the third baseman, number 34, Keston Semino. 1 on, no outs for the Hornets.
Third and first playing up for the bunt.
Pitch from King outside for ball 1.
Softball, way different game than baseball. You'd think it's a lot similar, and there are some similarities, but it gets strategy-wise, man, it really changes pace.
Farley at first. Semino lays down the bunt. The thrower to first gets the out, and Farley advances to second.
Yeah, with the diamond size the way it is, base paths, it's so tight. You don't see a lot of double plays unless it's right at the bag. There's really no chance. I mean, Sylvia gobbled that one up pretty quickly, but she had no chance to get to second base with it. So the easy and the only play was first.
Brings up Chloe Lovell. The runner in scoring position and 1 out. She shows bunt, pulls it back. That will be in there for strike 1.
Yeah, great pitch there. Had a little bit of movement on it. Now, Sylvia can bring it in the mid-60s, upwards of 65. So she can bring the heat, but she's also got a good drop ball.
0-1 from King.
Just
comes
like
inside. It's fouled back. Ahead in the count again.
We went with the off-speed pitch and really fooled Semino there.
One out, Farley at second. Lovell at the plate. Pitch outside for ball 1.
Yeah, good pitch there. Good pitch. Would see if she would go fishing for it. So it was just a little bit off the plate into the box there.
1-2 on the way. Just a little outside. Evens the count at 2-2.
All right, same spot. Now you change the eye, kind of change the eye pattern there. Now you might bring it in just maybe a little bit more or bust her inside.
2-2 to Easterwood. Lovell. Marty looking ahead.
Oh, that's right. It's not Semino. It's Lovell. Yeah. Forgot about the bunt.
You were looking behind. I was looking ahead.
All over the board. Softball.
It's the 3-hole.
Yeah.
It's Lovell.
Right,
Full count. Pitch on the way. Lined out in the right center field. That will score the runner from second as Farley comes in. It's an RBI double for Lovell.
Yeah, so the hit by pitch. The first batter of the game comes back to Honcha there. She had to come into the zone, left it up a little bit, and she hammered it right through the gap and right.
Brings on the left fielder, number 2, Michaela Easterwood. One of 2 Easterwoods you'll see in the lineup today.
So Farley and Lovell switch spots, basically. Second base to home.
First pitch to Easterwood. In there for a strike.
Got the outside edge there. I had to wait that one out myself.
I know, yeah.
Didn't know what the call was going to be. Playing up in the corners.
0-1 on the way from King. Goes outside again, a little too far this time. It's 1-1.
Yeah, good idea there to kind of edge outward. If you're going to get that edge from the umpire behind the plate, take it.
1-1. Came inside, jammed her. Foul for strike 2.
Quick stroke there. They're not missing much on the inside. The question is, can you get a riser up and beyond the bat? May have to come up to get them out, up or out.
1-2 on the way.
There was the up.
Kept the hands back, fouled that one off. Keeps the at-bat alive for Easterwood.
Yeah, she's only been behind really on one batter, and then that's the one that they got the double. That was Lovell.
1 out, Lovell at second. 1-2 again to Easterwood. Inside, ball 2.
Nice grab. Well, Will Cut, freshman, behind the plate. Big task here. Bryant will run. They got a lot of team speed as well.
The 2-2 pitch from King. Came up and in, jammed it. Easterwood thrown out at first, throw over to third as Lovell takes the bag off the throw.
Yeah, couldn't quite get there to catch the pop-up. That would have kept the runner at second, but as it is, it's still, I mean, isn't it funny because it's the small diamond, that play is still a bang-bang play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That brings on Specs Easterwood, the second baseman. Runner at third, 2 outs. First pitch swung over the top, right back to King. Played to the catcher, throw over to third. Will tag out Lovell to end the threat here in the first, but the Hornets get one. Lady Cats coming up next here on Conway Corp. Back live here on Conway Corp. Joining us now, Coach Jeff Prince of 2 state championship teams right now. Both bowling teams winning state championships this year. Coach, congrats on that.
Thanks. Girls, I think, were maybe a little expected. You know, they're back-to-back champions. The boys were a little bit of a surprise. We knew we had some good guys, but they kind of put it together at conference, and it carried over into state too.
Yeah.
So it was a good season.
And you guys have been having a number of different opportunities for giving towards, you know, I mean, hey, getting state championship rings for one team is hard enough. But
It's hard enough. 2 makes it even harder. We've had some good donations though, and we had a good weekend with a barbecue last weekend. So it's going good. We're still at it.
Well, what's the best way for folks to get involved if they're out there watching this and they want to help contribute to these state championship rings?
So they can always donate to the Wampus Cat Booster Club, Attention Bowling, contact the athletic department, Miss Beth or Coach Hughes, or they can email me at princej@conwayschools.info.
Yeah, and you guys were over at the baseball field today as well. What's going on over there?
So they introduced both the bowling teams and volleyball tonight. Volleyball also won the state championship as well. So it's a good night for Wampus Cats.
I like to hear it. Well, Coach, how things looking for next year? You got a lot coming back?
Yeah, we do. Our girls' team is only losing one
Oh,
girl.
wow. Okay.
Our boys' team is only losing one. We have the best male ninth grader in the state.
Wow.
He won gold medalist at all 3 conference, state, and all state. So he's coming back, and so we're looking forward to next year.
Sounds like a good shot at a back-to-back for the boys and maybe a back-to-back-to-back for the girls.
Well, there's work to be done.
Yeah.
But, you don't like to talk about that too early.
It is very early.
It's very early, but they've got a chance to be good again, and the right thing's got to happen to be good. But they're a solid group of kids.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, Coach, congrats on
Thank you.
both teams
Thank
winning,
you.
and
Appreciate you having us tonight.
yeah, we'll keep showing the graphic throughout the broadcast tonight
Okay,
and help you
appreciate
guys out a little bit.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, thanks, Coach.
You bet.
Thanks for joining me.
All right.
Got to get old Timmy back on the mic here. It's a full count to Braylon Merritt here in the bottom of the first. Lady Cats trail 1-0. Hornets got a run in the top of the first. And Merritt goes down swinging there for out number 1.
How was Coach Prince?
He was great.
What?
You were so
What
hard
is going
him.
on? What is going on?
You were pretty rough on
Ridiculous.
him while we were at break. I didn't really understand the hostility there, but
If you knew the relationship that we had, you'd understand that. We'll get into it.
it seems like a lot of your relationships have a little on the hostile side.
Coaches for Conway are very complex. It's very complex.
Jenna Carrington in the box now for your Lady Cats. She takes strike 1.
She's got a stick. 2 home runs on the year, and she can really drive it. Now, she's, again, starter since she was a freshman.
Swings through there, just fouled it off. Carrington down in the count 0-2.
She's got a really good eye, though. I mean, she'll battle now. I don't know if it'll show here, but she's a battler.
Madeline Baldwin on the mound for the Hornets. 0-2 pitch.
Good eye.
Up and away. Ball 1.
You got to be careful of the outside part of the plate on the black out there. He's called a few of those strikes out there. So if it's out there on the edge, you got to go get it. She comes out of an open stance, but steps right toward the pitcher when she goes.
1-2. That's down. Evens the count at 2-2.
Good eye. Yeah, she's gonna battle with you. She's a gamer.
Jenna playing center field today for the Lady Cats.
That's the way you do that.
Went down 0-2, battled all the way back to a full count.
She's been Baldwin's kind of been picking her at the edges there. Now she's going to come to her.
Payoff pitch on the way. Carrington swings through. Out number 2, and it's 2 strikeouts to start the game for Baldwin.
Yeah, elevated the fastball. Good pitch.
Number 9, the pitcher, Sylvia King.
Sylvia hitting .560 on the year. She's got 3 home runs for your Lady Cats.
Yeah, Jenna and Sylvia carrying the weight as it relates to home runs. Shelby's going to get a few this year, you got to figure.
First pitch to King, and she's swinging. Strike 1. Been a lot of swings, not a lot of contact so far.
Yeah.
A 1 on the way.
That
Contact there.
That's gone.
Left center field. See ya. Sylvia King. 4th blast of the year for the junior. And we're tied up here in the first.
Don't you love it when the broadcaster jinx gets it done? Yes. Not a lot of contact. Whoa, bam!
I was just trying to set her up, you know.
You did good. I'm proud of you. You think I'm mad? I'm not. That was torched. And I will tell you this too.
That's what the wind.
That's the wind's blowing in, and that's blowing into right. But that's into the teeth of it right there. She's no doubter there. Nice swing by Sylvia.
And a quick conversation out on the mound.
Yeah.
Not sure what's going on here.
Other than hey, let's don't throw that pitch again. You think?
Maybe.
I mean, it's an interesting point to come out and have this long a conversation. Just
Well, it kind of made me wonder if something's going on physically.
Yeah, I know. Maybe they've got comms. So maybe it is that she did not throw the pitch they were expecting. That's probably more along the lines of what it is. I forget that they got comms at all the teams now.
First pitch to Shelby Brock is in for a strike.
They're swinging at it up there. They're not going up timid. The Lady Cats are not.
They are not, and be a little juiced after that last at bat.
Shelby gets hold of one, she can lift it. There you go. Right, boy. Wow. Once that went back.
0-2 count on Brock. Shelby hitting .391 on the season.
Open stance as well, just like Jenna. Right, the left foot almost out of the box.
0-2 to Brock, and Brock goes down swinging. So 3 strikeouts for Baldwin here in the bottom of the first, but it was a solo jack from Sylvia King. And we're all tied here, heading to the top of the second next on Conway Corp. Back live here on Conway Corp. Lady Cats gave up a run in the top of the first, and then you see her right there, Sylvia King. Solo home run ties it up as we head to the top of the second.
No doubter right over the Caldwell Toyota sign. Love it. It'll be interesting to see how it translates into this inning. She pitched around some problems in the first.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder what the feelings are. You give up a run in the top half, and then you get a run back yourself.
And you get it yourself. Yeah, I mean, one swing of the bat. And to be honest, really, that looked like a strike. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, and she asked about it. That looked like a strike. See, he gave the outside. So every umpire's got their zone, and that's okay. Inside is not as much. Outside, he's giving a little bit more.
Pitch from King gets her swinging over the top of that one, 2-1.
But the Lady Cats, the first 3 batters, really, they swung. They were active, but the only one that made contact was Sylvia, and it was gone.
Pitch from King. Too far outside. It's 3-1.
Well, and the way that Bryant works, if you get on here, they're going to bunt her across or they'll sacrifice across. So you got to.
3-1 pitch. That's fouled out of play on the right side.
It did not go into the backyard, the abyss of the backyard. The dogs don't get that one. But yeah, no, so now you can work.
Full count to Wood.
Good pitch.
Came inside, didn't get the call. It's a leadoff walk for Wood.
Wow. Boy, that's a strike there. He does not like the inside corner.
Number 33, the designated player.
We'll have a courtesy runner for Wood, I believe. King and Carrington, or excuse me, not Carrington. Wilcutt. You could see him talking a little back and forth, a little shrug action going on.
I'm not sure where that pitch was. It was perfect. Painted on the inside corner. But again, so now you you've got to understand that, though, now. And getting there for an out call, you may not get it.
Getting that's Atlanta Dunn running at first.
Yeah, courtesy runner.
Mm-hmm. 1-0 from King. It's down and in for ball 2.
Got to find that release point again. Pretty disheartening, though, to be honest. You had a chance to ring her up there and didn't get the call. Got to battle back into your mentally here.
That's up in the zone, and it's a 3-0 count for Nichols. See if King can get a strike across.
Wow.
Oh, she had the green light. It's going to be fouled back off the plate.
Wow. I'm surprised by that. You'd think C1 to see if you can advance without the out. Take it, though. But she was swinging to contact. She was not really trying to do anything more than put it in play. So it was more like a kind of almost like a swinging bunt, if you will.
No outs done at first. Throw down to first. Dunn got a little bit too much of a secondary lead.
Umpire called it safe before she ever even got to the bag. That's presumptuous at best.
Anticipatory.
Yeah, don't.
It's a full count to Nichols. Payoff pitch. That's fouled. And that'll be out of play.
That's too bad there. Got to reach in. That's good. I like that pitch. Anything down the right field side is going to blow. If it's down the line, it could blow out of play. The wind's has been coming in and out pretty strong out of the south. So blowing it out on the right-hand side.
Grounded over to the shortstop. Throw is too low. Advances the runner to third. And Nichols will reach second off the error. So 2 runners in scoring position now for the Hornets and no outs.
Yeah, I got a battle here. Again, you're looking at any kind of contact to the right-hand side. So I'm guessing we're playing up at third. Could be rolling here, moving the second baseman to first as we go.
Brings up first baseman, number 37, Aaliyah Pegram. Runners at second and third, no outs. King gets the strike.
Good pitch there. That was on the inside part of the plate. Got the call there. A little bit of a curve to it. Pitch. Just a little low.
Not sure where that one was.
No,
yeah, I guess
a little
low.
Yeah, just the way that Wilcutt caught it, I think maybe a little tad low.
The 1-1 from King. They show bunt.
Yes, she did.
She went. Didn't get the bat pulled back in time. That's strike 2.
So this is an 8 and 9 coming up. You definitely want to get these next 2 if you can. Comes to the top of the order.
1-2 to Pegram. Jammed her inside. Throw down to home plate. Gets the runner in time. What a throw from Braylee Lightfoot.
That's freshman to freshman right there. Great combo. Great decision to step right into the throw. Perfectly done.
5-2, you know, the old 5-2.
The old 5-2. Don't see it that much these days. That's great play. Great decision. She was playing up. She had to jump for it to get it, and it came straight back down and made a great throw.
So no runner coming across there for Bryant. 1 out, though. Runners on the corners for Marley Garcia. She shows bunt. Didn't get it pulled back. Strike 1.
Runner did advance from first to second, so double play doesn't really play here, but you take away the out at second base now. It's about the only thing it does. It's neat strikeouts.
The 0-1 to Garcia. That's inside for strike 2.
Nicely done. Great pitch. All right, 0-2, no messing around here. Don't necessarily want to come inside, I don't think, because they're going to stay in the box.
That one
That's
flied
trouble.
out into right field, chased down by Shelby Brock. Runner will tag from third, and 1 run will come in. RBI sac fly for Garcia.
Great job by Mags, though, to come in and make a great catch right on the shoe tops. That saved her run, because if she didn't catch that, the runner from second definitely scores. I think she may challenge that that she left early. That's what they're going to ask for. I was wondering. It's always a difficult thing. Now, she had the play in front of her, but she also had to look like she was potentially not going to catch it.
They'll say she left at the appropriate time.
Appeal denied.
Well, that brings on Addison Farley. She was hit by a pitch to lead off the first.
Yeah, she was in an 0-2 count when it happened.
First pitch swinging over to second base, taken in by Mulhern. 4-3 to end the Bryant threat here in the second. 1 run comes across, and the Hornets retake the lead 2-1. Lady Cats coming up next on Conway Corp. Back live on Conway Corp, bottom of the second. Coming up for your Lady Cats, Wilcutt, Lightfoot, and Benton. So runners at second and third, Bryant had with no outs, and they only get 1 across.
That's excellent work. And again, that was just on a sac fly that Mags made a great play in the right field and really made a good throw. Made it a close play. It was not going to be an out, but that's to get 1 there, to give up 1 there, pretty good. Pretty good.
I mean, I thought it was going to be significantly worse.
It had the look and feel of a not so good inning for your Lady Cats, and they did well.
Looked like they were giving Wood a little bit more time to get set with her equipment. Talking about the catcher for Bryant. First pitch to Wilcutt, up and away for ball 1.
So now you go freshman. Benton is a sophomore or junior.
That is going to be chased down in foul territory. F9 for out number 1. So, yes, Annalise Benton is a junior. Up next for your Lady Cats, the third baseman, number 3, Braylee Lightfoot. One of the freshmen. She's got 3 hits on the year. She's walked 5 times.
Got the corner on that one. Yeah, she made a great play at third base to really kind of keep everything a little bit at bay.
Yeah.
Sharp ground ball. She took home with it and got the out at home.
0-1 to Lightfoot. That one is a ball this time.
Yeah, that actually looked better than the first pitch. But I don't get to see everything.
1-1. That's outside for ball 2. I haven't talked to you in almost a month on air.
Yes.
And I got to do some color at the Unified Championship, and I was being as salty as possible. I was channeling my Tim Roach. I didn't know if you got to hear any of that.
I did get to hear some of it, and I noticed there was a little bit of an edge, and I respected it, by the way. Total respect.
I've been watching. I've been watching greatness for 5 years doing color, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to try that.
Yeah, no. Let me try that angle for a second, see how it fits. Well, you wore it real well, I'll tell you. And thank you for all the work that you guys did while I was unavailable, let's say. Good eye.
That pitch outside, full count to Lightfoot.
Great job working the count here, fighting off things that she didn't necessarily care for. Now this pitcher's got good control, so Baldwin does, and so you gotta protect here.
Payoff pitch from Baldwin. That's fouled to the left side.
Just making contact. Trying to battle and get the one in the zone that you really like. Fight those off, and then find the one you like.
Payoff pitch again. Outside. Ball 4, and it's a walk for Lightfoot, her 6th walk of the season.
First Lady Cat standing on a bag.
Number 6, the left fielder, Anna Benton.
That brings on Anna Benton, a junior, playing left field. She's hitting .333 on the year. Try to get the bunt down. It's fouled back for strike 1.
Yeah. Just got to keep that bat a little bit more level into the plane. Push to the ball. Dropped it down just a bit. Got on the underside of it.
She's got 1 double and 1 triple on the year. Shows bunt again.
Wow.
That one's popped up. Hauled in by the third baseman for out number 2.
That's one you want to leave alone there. Up in your eyes, but she tried to get it done. That's tough to get on the ground. That's tough to get that bunt on the ground.
That brings on the designated player, number 23, one of 2 seniors, Hannah Pegg. First pitch to Pegg is outside for ball 1.
A lot of confidence in this from the Bryant pitcher. You can just tell she doesn't mind noodling around on the edges because she can throw strikes.
I mean, really, she's only had 1 bad pitch.
Yeah,
so
it
far.
was crushed, but yeah, you're right, absolutely right.
1-1 to Pegg. That's up and away. Ball 2.
That's the pitch that she's missed on, is up and out. Hasn't really missed much inside. It's been pull side.
2-1. Missed outside again.
No.
Oh,
Strike.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just not waiting long enough. Sorry. That's on me.
No, he looks to the side like he's indifferent, and then he calls it.
Throw down to first. Lightfoot safe back at first base. She almost took off.
Yeah, she saw the dirt. That's normally what you want to do, but catcher made a great job of blocking it and getting it down.
And Pegg goes down swinging for the final out here in the 2nd. Get a walk from Lightfoot, but other than that, not much going here for Conway. Top of the 3rd coming up next on Conway Corp. I forget how much more quickly things move over here at the softball field.
Yeah, it's smaller field. I think what is it? I can't remember what the it's 200 feet maybe. I can't recall what it is, but it's like a little league field in terms of its dimensions. So everything about the game is faster. To me, that's a great pitch. And where was it? Oh, gosh. So that's a strike. That's not called. But it's everything about the game is faster. And it's baseball, but it's not. And well, you got to have great reaction time with this game.
That's outside for ball 2. I called her Semino her first time up, but now I'm kind of wondering if it's Camino.
Camino, maybe.
Camino, that's the planet where the clones were made.
Don't start.
In episode 2 of Star Wars.
Yeah, don't start.
Attack of the Clones. That's
completely lost now.
That's a reference for my eldest,
completely
who is
lost.
Definitely not listening. But maybe I'll show him.
He won't get the reference because he's not paying attention.
4 straight balls, a leadoff walk for Camino.
We've had a hard time. I think is that 3 innings in a row.
3 innings in a row.
We've
Yeah.
had the leadoff on, and I can tell you we're not getting the call on the inside corner to the righties. So you gotta, if you're looking to get ahead there, you can't. Just not getting the call.
That brings on Lovell. She had an RBI double back in the first. Shows bunt, pulls it back, throw down to first, and Camino is safe.
They called that a strike.
All that for strike 1.
Yeah. Good throw down to first base. Almost caught her napping out there. I don't know.
That's outside for ball 1.
Looking over, I think the Wampus Cats are up 2-0 is what that says.
Okay, they're taking on Cabot across the way. 1-1 from King, down and in for ball 2.
Man. They're staying off of it. If it's not middle in, they're going to stay off of it because you're not going to get the call.
1 on, no outs. 2-1 pitch from King is fouled back. Evens it up at 2-2.
That's a good pitch. Trying to catch up to the fastball, didn't quite get it. Drop one off here now that you've raised the eye level and you've thrown it outside. If you can throw that middle curve, she's got a good curve. Throw it off the inside corner, bring it back across the plate. Maybe fool her.
Two pitch from King.
There it was.
Swung on, popped up on the left side. Braylon Merritt calls for the play, and she puts it away for out number 1.
We'll take a little bit more control. It looked like they were a little indifferent. But, yeah, so she threw. That was the curveball that started off on the inside corner and broke across the plate. She couldn't guess the speed right.
Brings up Michaela Easterwood, the left fielder. She grounded out to second back in the first inning. First pitch swinging. Went up to connect with that one. Fouled back for strike 1.
With her fastball, she throws it. If she can get it around 62, 63, she can throw it up in the zone, get them to chase. We can get a lot of those pop-ups and get a lot of those bad strikes. They're pretty strong as it gets lower in the zone.
The 1 pitch, Camino took off.
Right there. That's the pitch.
She'll have to head back.
That's too bad. But that's the pitch right there. Up in the zone, stayed up. It continued to rise a little bit. She cut underneath it. So now that you've raised the eye level, maybe you can drop one off here. I don't know that you go inside.
0-2 pitch, Camino. Still second base.
Yeah, I think so. Was a straight steal anyway. Takes the second base bag out of play.
One-two count. Came inside on Easterwood, and that hit her.
Well, that's too bad there.
Looked like it hit real close to her knee.
Yeah.
Second batter, it's been hit by a pitch here today.
Yes, Sylvia's not afraid to come inside, and if you're going to stay in the box, that's the price you pay. But that's unfortunate there. Now, it does not move the runner. She was already at second.
So runners at first and second. Just one out. And on comes the second baseman, Specs Easterwood.
Lady Cats facing down some danger again. This time, first and second one out.
First pitch gets past Wilcutt. Both runners advance.
That looked like she was crossed up a little bit.
So one out, runners at second and third.
Now we're almost back to where we were in the second inning.
1-0 to Easterwood. That's fouled off.
Specs Easterwood is the 5-hole hitter. She plays second base.
She's 0 for 1 on the day. Stepped into that one, lined it out into left field. 1 run will score. Throw off the mark, 2 runs score, and Easterwood turns it into a 3-bagger.
Yeah, that one got underneath the glove of Lightfoot, and it was one was easy. If we get the throw down, we might be able to cut down that second run that scored. But long throw cost us a bag there and a run.
So 2 runs come across here in the third. It's a 4-1 lead for the Hornets. Easterwood at third and still just 1 out. Kendall Wood, first pitch swinging. Grounds over to second base. 4-3 for out number 2. But another run comes across as Easterwood scores from third.
Yeah, that's helping your teammates out there by just putting in play on the right-hand side and driving in the run. That is 101 there, just scoring runs.
Base is empty now and 2 outs as the designated player, Jenna Nichols, comes on for the Hornets. First pitch in for a strike.
Good pitch there.
Successfully waited that time.
You gave him that extra second.
Gave him that beat.
Yeah.
0-1's fouled off for strike 2.
Sylvia, one of the top players in the state in any position, really, pitching as well, but just any position as a softball player, as a junior. She's going to be spectacular. Headed to Florida Gulf Coast potentially. That's where she's committed to play. They play, I don't know if it's softball, and I'm gonna guess here, but I'm pretty sure that's in UCA's. I think
in
they're
the
in
A-Sun?
I think they're in the A-Sun. I know they are in basketball. That's who they played. Florida Gulf Coast is who they played in the basketball conference championship game. The Sugar Bears. So
Yeah, I'll have to look that up.
I can do that while you're calling the game. I'll look it up.
1-2 pitch. Inside, gets the called strike for out number 3. Ends the Bryant threat here in the third, but 3 runs come across in the inning. Lady Cats trail 5-1 as we head to the bottom half. Bats are going to have to get going here in Conway. Back in a moment on Conway Corp. Turn live here on Conway Corp.
Fans
Yeah,
abound.
the Tim Roach fan club in full effect. I wanted to warn her, though. I mean, the mic is literally
Right there, I know. I was trying to get her.
trying to keep your fans at bay.
Don't get in the field. Don't get in the field, Mike.
For your own safety.
Yeah. All right.
Lady Cats trail by 4 as we start the bottom of the third. Get our first look at Mags Williams at the plate. Mags, a junior. Love to see her get on base to lead off the third.
Yeah. We need some base runners now. Try to make this thing interesting.
1-0, that pitch.
I don't know. Yeah, at least he's consistent with it. Who knows what?
Consistently inconsistent.
Yeah.
That's what it's felt like.
He is not given the inside corner. It's just where his zone
Except
is.
when he is. As we saw Sylvia King get it to end the top of the third.
So Baldwin is throwing her. She's got her pitch staying on a plane, and we are consistently under the ball, and we're not necessarily not that bad on the timing of it. We're just sliding underneath. She's keeping it on a plane. It's not dropping off at all.
2-1 to Williams. That's up in the zone for ball 2. Yeah, Baldwin's been, ball 3. It's a 3-1 count. Baldwin's been humming along, other than that one pitch in the first.
Take away the one pitch, yeah, and it's. There you go.
Williams fouls that back to.
Yeah, that's the
Get
only
strike
ball.
2 there,
That's
sorry.
the only ball we've squared at all.
Yeah.
And Sylvia, I think Sylvia was like 1-2 when she. There you go.
Mags leans into one. Was chased down by Easterwood out in left field.
That's okay.
For out number 1.
That's okay though, because that shows that, and that's the 9-hole hitter, and so now you're back up to the top, but you squared one. So I mean, maybe your teammates kind of see that and go, all right, well,
Okay.
but you've got to stay on top of it. Can't drop that shoulder in.
Brings on Braylon Merritt, the shortstop. She's 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch in for a strike.
She is one of the freshmen, yes?
Braylon is a sophomore.
Sophomore, I'm sorry, sophomore.
Baldwin gets up 0-2.
Seems like she's been that way all day long. Man.
That's fouled out of play.
Chase when I was down there, but you're protecting at this point. You got to do that. Don't want to give him an easy one.
Oh, 2 again to Merritt. That one's outside, ball 1.
That's kind of what I expected to see on the last pitch. She got a little too close to the zone there.
One, 2 from Baldwin. Inside,
Good.
ball 2.
That's getting to know your umpire there. That's not a pitch he likes. So good. Now she's going to leave it over the plate just a little bit.
2-2 to Merritt. Swung on, popped over to the right side of the field.
Ooh.
Eventually chased down by the right fielder.
And she caught it, but she caught it up over her shoulder. Not necessarily the most comfortable of catches. Well, Jenna is one that can get us going. She's mostly got a good stick. She fought and got it to a full count. Strike out at the first, but she's got a good power stroke.
First pitch to Carrington's up for ball 1.
Yeah, she saw that ball up and knew that it was going to stay up. It's not gonna drop down in. Left it alone. That was nice.
That one bounced a couple feet out in front of Carrington.
Megan Solberg, back in the day when my daughter was playing, she would have the chant, dirt, dirt, roll it in the dirt, which is appropriate there because it was definitely rolling in the dirt. There you go.
That pitch swung on.
That's a fair
Ooh.
ball. Oh. Oh, yeah, it's fair ball.
Okay.
I thought he was saying. That's exactly right.
Going to hold up at third. It was a diving attempt from Farley out in right field.
That wind messed with that one just a little bit. It looked like she had a beat on it, and she just didn't.
What's your ruling there, Tim Roach?
That, I'm going to say we're questioning whether or not it was a fair ball or a foul ball. Or is she, all right, she's checking on the player. That's good. Checking on the player. Yeah, to me, that's a double. I mean, it's a triple. That's a triple.
Okay.
I'd give it a triple. Yeah, I just think I think it was a
Definitely.
tough play on the ball.
Yeah, okay. Pitch gets away. Carrington comes in. A little bit of a. Was that a collision there?
Well, yeah, but she had to jump for the ball. It was a high throwback from the catcher, and so she had to jump in it just as Jenna was going underneath. So a little bit small collision, but it's okay. Everybody's okay.
Carrington scores on the pass ball. And the lead cut down to 3.
Yeah, third inning has been the Jenna Carrington show, and that brings up Sylvia King.
King had a solo blast back in the first.
Yeah, Baldwin made a mistake, and Sylvia made her pay for it big time. No doubter over the Caldwell sign.
It's her 4th home run on the season.
Good eye. Good eye. They're going to be pretty extra. The bases are empty, so they're going to be 2 outs. You're going to be cautious with Sylvia here. She may not see a very good pitch.
I think he just said it was 3-0 there. I thought it was just 2-0.
Let's see what he throws up fingers-wise. He does not throw anything up.
Okay. That's fouled back, so it's either 2-2 or 3-2. I think it's
3-2.
Okay, he called 3-2.
3-2. All right, full count. Got to come to her or put her on.
No one on, 2 outs. Payoff pitch to King.
Good eye.
That's down. King reaches on a walk. That'll bring on first baseman Shelby Brock.
First baseman Shelby Brock.
Going to have a courtesy runner in for Sylvia. Trying to check the number. Long hair gets in the way
That is
sometimes.
Destiny Spencer, number 2.
Destiny Spencer. What grade is Destiny?
Destiny's a freshman.
Freshman. That's what I thought. A lot of freshmen involved in the ball game today. Courtesy runner for the pitcher. So Sylvia, that's a non-impact on the lineup. You get the courtesy run for the catcher and the pitcher.
So 2 outs, 1 on for Brock. First pitch swinging. Strike 1.
Sylvia is a capable runner for sure and very athletic, but you don't want to get your pitcher out there banging around on the bags.
1 misses inside. It's 1-1.
Time called from the second baseman with a shoe tie.
There's Mulhern over there. Or excuse me, that's not Mulhern. That's Easterwood.
Yeah. Get
Wrong
your teams
second
right.
baseman.
Get your teams right.
I apologize.
If you call a Conway person with the Bryant side again, that'll be a demerit.
It's going to be problems here.
Yeah, it'll be problems.
Swung through that one again. It's 1-2.
Yeah, kind of pulled out just a little bit there, and he's just kind of stay into the zone, leave that bat in the zone. There you
That's
go.
fouled back.
Okay, better swing there.
Been quite a few swings with no contact.
Yeah.
It's good to see them connect. 1-2 to Brock. Just fouled that one back.
Again, we're staying under the ball. The ball staying on a plane. You're not seeing a lot of ground balls today. I don't know that we've seen many at all, to be honest.
No, it's been strikeouts or
pop-outs.
Pop-outs, yeah. Brock calls for time.
Good idea there. Nicely done. Yeah, the ball is staying on the plane, and so we're expecting just a little bit of a fall off, and we're not getting that right.
1-2. Brock swings through it for out number 3. But your Lady Cats get one run across, cut the lead down to 3, 5-2. We head to the top of the 4th here on Conway Corp. Back live at Lady Cat Field, top of the 4th. It'll be Pegram, Garcia, and Farley due up for the Hornets. Lady Cats trail by 3.
That's 8, 9, and 1.
Hornets have scored at least one run in every inning, so it'd be nice to get out of here with no runs. Grounded over to short. Throw is in time. 6-3. Merritt gets Pegram for out number 1.
That is a good start. You are correct, sir. All right, Marley Garcia, the 9-hole hitter, center fielder.
Garcia flew out to right field in the second. Was a sac fly.
That's number 38, by the way.
Oh,
That's not going to be Garcia.
Oh, that is 38. You are correct. That's done.
Done.
She was a courtesy runner.
She stayed in.
For Kendall Wood. Oh, one pitch coming up to Dunn. That's fouled. High and out of play. King is up 0-2.
Good pitch there.
Got a score update from Alex over at the baseball field. It's 4-1. Your Wampus Cats up on Cabot.
Is that in the third? That's in the third, it looks like.
0-2 pitch to Dunn. That's fouled. Got just enough.
I bet my wager is either the inside curveball or a riser up in her eyes to get her out here.
That's going to be foul.
And that was the curveball inside. Don't throw that one again.
I think our man David was, or maybe it was Aiden was trying to help us out with the scoreboard a second ago. He was shooting the Wampus Cat scoreboard.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, it's they're in
4-3.
Oh, come on. No,
Yeah,
I don't like
what's up with
that. Grounded over to short. Another tough throw for Braylon Merritt, but it's in time again.
Good play. Looks like the Wampus Cats over there on the other side just got into the dugout. So
The right fielder, Addison Farley.
all right, back to the top of the order here. She's been a tough out.
Farley 0 for 1 on the day. She reached in the first. She was hit by a pitch. First pitch swinging here. Tough play for Mulhern, but she puts it away.
Well, there's your score.
1, 2, 3. The Hornets go down in order here in the 4th. Bottom half coming up next on Conway Corp. Wilcutt, Lightfoot, and Benton due up for your Lady Cats. Here in the bottom of the fourth, Conway trailing 5-2.
Really good inning that time by Sylvia and the defense. Mainly Braylon Merritt is short, 2 snappy plays. And then a good play by Mulhern. Right at the crown of the grass, that's a tricky spot.
First pitch to Wilcutt was up and away for ball 1. Comes inside that time. Ball 2. So they put up a crooked number, Cabot did.
Yeah, they don't like crooked numbers. We haven't given up many runs this year at all. That looks like a strike every time. It's amazing.
Well, we don't want it right now.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. I'm trying to be fair.
Nah,
you know how I am.
You don't need to be fair with Bryant.
You know how I am with Bryant. Fair. That's the name that everybody gives me. Fair,
right.
Fair Tim.
That's what they say. That is what people say.
They do not. It's never been said.
That did get across for strike 1, so it's 3-1 count on Wilcutt.
Good cut. I like that.
Every time we cut to this center field camera, I see your beautiful white beard.
It's ridiculous. you can spot that.
Yeah.
Who's that Santa Claus in the window?
It kind of stands out in the shadow of the window.
Fair enough.
That one's
get out of here.
Fouled back again.
Good.
We'll cut 0 for 1. Flew out to right field, back in the second. Another payoff pitch from Baldwin. That swung on out into center field. Garcia didn't have to move too much to put it away for out number 1.
Now Wilcutt's making some contact. I kind of like that from the freshman. She's swinging the stick. It's good.
Brings up the third baseman, Braley Lightfoot, a freshman. She walked back in the second. Her 6th walk of the season. First pitch, Lightfoot looked like she was going to slap a bunt down there for a second.
Yeah, she did. Third baseman's playing up, way up. So is first. They're in at the corners for sure.
1-0 to Lightfoot. That's
outside. She tried to frame it, but it was out over the chalk and into the other box. That framing didn't help much there.
Oh, did he say 1-1?
Yeah.
Thought that was ball 2. Well, it's 1-2 now.
Struggling with your book over there?
A little bit.
Come on, man.
Been up since 5.
Come on, man.
A little tired.
Come on, man. Galveston. Wind is ripping across the diamond.
1-2 pitch.
That's strike.
Gets it outside. Rings up Lightfoot looking.
See, that's a strike, but he hasn't really been consistent with that. Now I'll go with your inconsistent mark. And just a little bit inconsistent out there.
That is 6 strikeouts now for Madeline Baldwin.
That one was one of the few times caught looking. Most of them have been swinging. Been pretty aggressive out there.
Brings on Anna Benton.
Nope.
She popped out to the third baseman in the second inning. When a pitch comes inside for ball 2. I never know what that's going to be.
You're gonna wait a real extra long step on the inside.
I'm just being careful. 2-0 pitch, got her swinging. No contact there. Strike 1. 2-1 to Benton. Came inside. It was fouled back. 2-2 count.
Catcher took one off the protector there. Maybe right on the knee. Catchers, it's difficult to say the least. Tough position to play. A lot of things can go wrong back there. Balls out in the dirt, foul balls, people swinging bats right there next to your head.
Yeah. I've taken a few.
It's a tough position.
Taken a few off the helmet.
Yeah.
I played catcher, not well, but I did play it.
I did as well. If you want to stay involved in the ball game.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great place to be.
It's like being the center, you know.
Yeah. No, I don't know what that means. The center in basketball?
In football.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I was going basketball, and I don't have the height for that.
Well, I didn't have the size to play center either, but I did. So, I don't know.
Well, there's not a lot of players to choose from in O-Arc.
That's true. Very true.
So, I mean, you do what you can.
2-2. Benton chased it up in the zone. Lady Cats go down in order. They still trail by 3 as we head to the top of the 5th, coming up next on Conway Corp. Back at Lady Cat Field, Sylvia King back out on the mound for your Lady Cats. I don't think, I know they have Aurelie Boer. I don't think she's pitched in varsity play yet this year. So I mean, it's been all Sylvia all year.
Yep. And to be honest, she's been our ace and been the #1 and really not much else for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
So she's used to this kind of battle. She's been through it many times. I mean, she's only down 3. Got a couple innings to go.
Camino lines one out into center field. So 4 of the 5 innings now.
Leadoff.
The leadoff batter has reached first base.
The only one was last inning.
And every time the leadoff has gotten on, Bryant has scored at least 1 run.
Yeah.
Brings on Lovell. She had an RBI double. Throw down to first is a little swinging bunt. Gets out #1. 2-3.
Superior play by that time by Carly Wilcutt, by the way, because the ball was literally on the plate. She turned, grabbed it, and threw it with a runner racing down into so she had to step into the infield to get it.
The physics almost didn't look real there.
Yeah, no, she did. That was a fantastic job. A very clean play by your catcher that time, Carly Wilcutt. Very nice for the freshman.
That brings on Michaela Easterwood, the left fielder, 0 for 1. She reached base, hit by a pitch. Back in the 3rd, that one off the ump's mask. It's uncomfortable.
And he's going to take a second. That knocked it sideways. That can't be good. So Carly going up to talk to Sylvia about not much of anything, but hey, how about give Blue a second to regroup, courtesy.
She's like, yeah, I think he's got his helmet back on now. We can go back down there. His mask.
His helmet.
His helmet, yeah. You know, I've never umpired, so I don't know what they call it.
Hey, some good news here. Your Wampus Cats scored again. That's out of play right here. Onto the rooftop.
We heard it, yeah.
On the rooftop.
Hey, how solid do you think this roof is?
Very.
It's slanted. I would love to get a camera up there.
I don't think you're going to. So let me retract what I just said.
Okay.
Not sturdy enough.
Not sturdy enough.
No,
Okay, that's
no.
what I was asking.
No. Change your mind on that. That's got to.
That's dangerous. That drops in left field. Moves Camino to third. All right, got a little pickle action here. Wilcutt dove to try and tag Camino. They say she just missed.
Yeah, I thought she had her, but she did not. She knows it too. That's a good call.
So a single.
The second baseman, Specs
Camino
Easterwood.
stays at third, but Easterwood gets to second after the pickle.
Yeah. So I'm not sure what Chada's talking about, but she's going to ask. So it could be an interference call. It's the only thing I can think it could be is an interference call, but yeah, I don't know. They're making a signal like an interference, but I don't know. Oh, wow.
So 1 out, runners at second and third. Camino at third, Easterwood at second, and Specs Easterwood at the plate. She takes ball one. One 0 from King. Catches just enough for strike one. Easterwood calls time. Well, asks for time, I guess.
Yeah, you don't get it unless they give it to you.
1-1 pitch on the way. Just slapped out into left field, gets down for a hit. It's a 2 RBI double for Easterwood.
Yeah, that was painted right down the line. Just great hit. Great job of hitting there. Two runs now across here in the fifth. And once again, the leadoff runner has led to runs being scored.
Brings on Kendall Wood. She's first pitch swinging right back to King. 1-3 for out number 2, and Easterwood advances to third.
Yeah, somewhat of a productive at bat, if you will, because you do get to move the runner over.
Little swinging bunt.
Yeah, it does get you in scoring position. So now all you got to have is just a pass ball or play with the blade. Like a good pitch. I guess up a little bit.
Brings on Jenna Nichols. Jenna reached on an error in the second, struck out in the third. 2 outs. And Easterwood at third. It's grounded over to the shortstop. Braylon Merritt couldn't control it. RBI single for Nichols.
Yeah, just kind of an in-betweener, if you will. Tough play, spinning right in between her legs, but tough break there.
The first baseman, Aaliyah Pegram.
3 runs across now for the Hornets. The lead is extended to 6, 8-2. First pitch down and in for ball one.
So you want to make hay here. You get the final two batters, 8-9 holes coming up. Try to get it out here. Don't want to turn it over to the top.
That's fouled down the first base side. And 1-1.
Wampus Cats are leading, by the way, going into the top of the fourth, 7-3.
Okay, well, things got close and now they're not.
Not as much.
She showed bunt, couldn't get it down. It's a 1-2 count now to Pegram.
Good pitch that time by Sylvia. Never give up on this kid. She's tough.
Pitch is up. Pegram goes for second. Throw goes out in the center field, but Jenna Carrington there to clean it up. So 2 outs. Nichols now second in scoring position for the Hornets, who have already brought 3 across here in the 5th. 1-2 to Pegram. Too far down.
That's going to make a full count. You missed one.
Oh, I did miss one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. A lot of activity up there. Full up. Got to bring it now. There you go. Good pitch.
Gets her swinging through for out number 3. The Hornets score 3 runs here in the 5th, extend the lead 8-2. Lady Cats coming up next here on Conway Corp. Eight-two as we head to the bottom of the 5th here on Conway Corp. He's Tim Roach, Levi Gilbert, and things not looking as great here in the bottom half of the 5th.
Yeah, a three-run top of the 5th will do that to your spirits.
8-2 feels a lot different than 5-2.
It does, man. That three runs right there that's a lot to overcome if Baldwin continues to deal like she's been doing.
It's Peg, Williams, and Merritt due up here in the 5th for your Lady Cats.
So basically what you got to do is if you're the Lady Cats, if it starts in the top part of the zone, you want to lay off of it. You want to hit that one. Anything middle is not. She hasn't really thrown much of a breaking ball per se. It's been a lot of just risers like that.
Outside for ball 2, it's 2-1. Lady Cats have only managed 2 hits here today. It's a solo home run from Sylvia King in the 1st, and a triple from Carrington in the 3rd, and that's been it. Peg asks for time. She's granted. 2-2 to Peg. And she gets rung up. Out number 1.
The right fielder, Mags Williams.
That is the 8th strikeout for Baldwin.
Yeah, just not much out of the Lady Cats bats today.
Mags Williams comes to the plate for the second time today. 0 for 1. She flew out to left field in the third.
And it's not much time left for the Lady Cats to figure it out. You know, you've only got this inning, and you got 2 more chances. So the clock is running here.
Did you chase down that answer on the Florida Gulf Coast?
Yeah. ASUN.
ASUN. I know you told me that. I just wasn't sure if it was in the break or on air.
Yeah, no, it was during the break. But, yeah, so Sylvia will be going to – right now she's scheduled to go to and with college athletics, who knows really where people are going. I know it's a little different world. But Florida Gulf Coast, who is in the same conference with UCA Sugar Bears.
2-1 to Williams is inside for ball 3. And you know, she's also a really great volleyball player too.
Yeah,
so,
man. And so I was talking to Chana about that. I don't know. I mean, she could definitely get offered for volleyball or maybe play both there.
Mags Williams swings on, flies out to center field for out number 2. Brings on Braylon Merritt, 0 for 2 on the day. Popped out to right field, shallow right field, back in the third.
I got bad news for you. It's 7-5 Wampus Cats over at the baseball field. Cabot scored 2 in the 4th.
So both teams playing a little uncharacteristically today.
Yeah.
One 0 to Merritt. Ball 2.
All right. Maybe see a favorable pitch now. Just don't chase anything up.
And she did not.
Good idea. Thank you for that. See one here.
Green light was off.
Yes. Yes. All right. She probably won't see as good a one there. A little low.
Merritt draws a walk.
Right.
2-out walk for the shortstop, Braylon Merritt, and that'll bring on Jenna Carrington.
Triple in the what? The third?
That's right. 1 for 2 on the day. It was a tough play for the right fielder. Diving catch attempt out there. Could not corral it. Carrington showed off the wheels. Like to see some similar production here. She takes strike 1.
Yeah. She's got a good enough eye and a good enough stick to, if she doesn't like a pitch, to stay off of it early in the count. I'm okay with that.
Oh, 1. Swings. Fouled out of play. Carrington down 0-2.
Would love to see Jenna find a way to get on, though, because that would
Yeah.
2 on with Sylvia coming up is goodness. She's got a battle here, though.
Two outs, a runner on. 0-2 count to Carrington. Pitch from Baldwin. It's fouled back.
Good way to fight that one off. She makes a mistake. Jenna can hammer it. But she just needs to make that mistake.
Well, she made a mistake back in the first.
So she's due.
0-2 again. That one's going to be in foul territory. Oh, it just snuck out of play.
That may have been the pitch right there, to be honest. That was right in the zone. She just missed it. We go to the bottom of the 4th for the Wampus Cats, and they're up 7-5.
So things have gotten a little tighter across the way.
Yes, ridiculous. Cabot. I mean, I've got Bryant on one field, Cabot on the other. This is just, this is like a nightmare.
That's crazy.
I mean, how bad can it be? No.
Couldn't really be any worse, honestly.
Nothing to do with programs. I love rivalries, man.
0-2, again, fouled over to the right side, again out of play. And it's 0-2 for about the 5th time here.
What do you think of the batting cage area that's going up over in the baseball beyond the right center field? Nice new batting cages that's going up. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have good thoughts about that.
That's really good stuff. I got to see that. You got to love being the programs getting the facilities they need.
Didn't get quite enough that time. Almost popped out of the glove, but it's put away. P3 for out number 3. Ends the Conway threat here in the 5th. Top of the 6th coming up next on Conway Corp. Top of the 6th here at Lady Cat Field. Wampus Cats trailing 8-2. And unfortunately, we'll not be able to cut into that right now because it's the Hornets up next.
They're not. Only because they're not at bat. Is that what you're saying? Just a small technical issue.
Due up for the Hornets. It's Dunn, Farley, and Camino.
We're in at 3rd and 1st.
First pitch swinging. Dunn fouls it out of play.
This is the 9-hole hitter. She was swinging away last time. I don't know that I saw her doing anything slappy or bunty.
Yeah, she grounded out to the shortstop.
Well, she had one that she pulled down the left field line. It was foul. Luckily for us, it was foul, but she hit it pretty strong. I don't know that I'd be playing so much in, but maybe just protecting against it.
1-1 to Dunn. Swung on. Grounded right back to Sylvia King. 1-3 for out number 1.
I'll take that.
That'll bring up Addison Farley. Right fielder 0 for 2. Reached on a hit by pitch back in the 1st. Came all the way around to score the first run of the game for Bryant.
Yeah. It had her 0-2. I'm just going to remember that.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it was 0-2 inside pitch. She stayed right there. Took one right off the fist.
Little frustration sigh from Tim Roach right there.
Ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Good pitch right there.
First pitch fouled back. Farley down 0-1.
Ball was right over here where his feet are. It's ridiculous.
They called it a strike?
Yeah, it rung him up.
Oh.
London Stewart struck out and was not. London, you're correct. All right, back to softball.
0-1 to Farley. Fouled over to the third base side, 0-2. Aiden's back. Seeing those shots, I like it.
That was interesting. Swung and it fouled in between Farley and the catcher, Wilcutt. back behind. It's like hitting a golf ball, a tee ball behind you. Different.
1 out, no one on. 0-2 pitch from King.
Back here on the rooftop. Nope, missed us.
Just missed us. So you don't think
No.
someone could stand
I
up
do
on
not.
that roof?
No, I think not.
Just throwing that out there again.
You want to go up there, you can.
I've done a lot of things I don't want to do.
Yeah. Great pitch.
0-2, got her swinging.
That was a great pitch.
Trying to count this up. 1,
How many Ks?
2, 3. That's just her third strikeout. She's
Yeah.
1 away from 50 on the year.
Yeah, they put a lot of balls in play. We've made several outs, but this was the double. I believe her last at bat she had a double.
Oops. I had her down for a single.
Was it a single? Okay, yeah.
But that doesn't mean much.
No, I mean you've been wrong before, as you've said.
Yeah.
But you're probably right on that. As I said it, I was thinking, well, maybe that was a single to right center.
And I can't decide if I'm going to go Camino or Semino this time. Been trying out both. Keston has scored twice today. Take strike 1. There, King trying to battle back here. 2 outs, no one on. 3-1 pitch from King.
A little low.
Down and low. A 2-out walk for the third baseman.
The shortstop, Chloe Lovell.
Brings on shortstop Chloe Lovell. Lovell had an RBI double back in the first.
Good
Throw down
idea.
to first base.
Good idea.
Keeping Camino honest down there. She's got a stolen base today.
Mm-hmm. Like the fight out of Wilcott. She's a good-looking player, really.
Pitch outside for ball 2. She showed bunt. Pulled it back, but it is a strike.
Show me bunt. I bet she swings away.
Two on to Lovell. She's swinging there. Grounded over to second base. Throw just in time. Mulhern 4-3 for the final out here in the 6th. Lady Cats coming up in the bottom half next on Conway Corp. Back live here on Conway Corp. It's Tim and Levi.
Filling Levi in on the Gap Band. You dropped a bomb on me.
I know the song.
No,
I
I
just
don't
didn't
think
know.
you did. I don't think you do.
So there's a clip that goes, I've seen it several times, of Dave Grohl. He's being interviewed by another musician.
Stealing the drum licks.
And he talks about he says, I'm the most basic drummer ever when he was, getting going with Nirvana. And he talked about the Gap Band.
You listen to Smells Like Teen Spirit and his intro. It is nothing but Gap Band. Oh yeah, it's nothing but Gap Band. And I recognized that early on. I was like, man, this sounds like the Gap Band. And sure enough, that's where he got it.
You're like, this sounds like the music of my youth.
Well, the drum licks, yes. Everything else besides that, no.
Right. Everything else was the music of my youth.
Oh, get out of here.
Boo. Hiss.
Yeah. Kind of how it's gone for the Lady Cats today.
No doubt. Pop out for out number 1. Sylvia King retired.
Brings up Shelby Brock, first baseman.
Shelby's had a tough go of it today, 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. Chance to turn this around.
Yeah, let's change that. Let's change that path.
First pitch swinging. Another pop out to the catcher. Brock retired for out number 2.
Don't see that much. Put that on your bingo card. 2 pop outs to the catcher.
There's a clip going around yesterday of I forget the name. It's like the NFL Today crew or something like that. Some NFL show. One of the people left this week.
Really?
And they've been together for several
Jimmy
years.
Johnson retired.
It wasn't them. It was, and it's maybe not NFL Today. I don't know. I can't remember what the show is called. But anyway, the guy who's staying talked about, he said, I'm pretty miserable. I don't have a lot of friends, but every day at work I have you, and now you're gone. I'm going to miss you. And I was like, I almost texted it to you. And I almost said, hey, this is going to be our conversation in 10 years when you're 70 and finally walk away.
The 70 number is an interesting number that you keep putting out there.
I'm just going to make it happen.
Yeah.
Well.
Tough gig. Speaking of tough gigs.
Lady Cats go down in order here in the bottom of the 6th. Top of the 7th coming up next on Conway Corp. Top of the 7th coming up next here on Conway Corp. Lady Cats still trailing 8-2. Been a tough day at the ballpark.
It has. Beautiful day for softball, but just hasn't really come together at the plate for the Lady Cats.
It'll be Easterwood, and Wood. 2 up for the Hornets here in the 7th. Oof, that one lined straight back to Sylvia King. Deflected it with the glove. And Mulhern puts it away off the deflection.
Nice.
Do we call that 1-4-3?
I think you do.
I mean,
you have to. Yes, it is 1-for-3.
The second baseman.
it didn't hit the glove. Looks like it
Easterwood.
hit her forearm.
Yeah, she's going to ask her if she's okay, but Sylvia was wanting no part of her coming out.
Great job there by Aiden.
She smoked it, and Sylvia King.
Hit it hard enough to deflect over to Mulhern and give her enough time to make the play.
Yeah, I mean, and in softball, that's saying something right there.
A 1 out for Specs Easterwood. She is 2 for 3. 4 RBI on the day. A double and a single.
Almost drug the bat across the zone there. Didn't though. She's kind of a halfway of a slapper. She's making a move in the left-hand box like she's slapping, but she swings full on. So yeah, she's definitely slapping.
That's outside for ball 2. It's 2-1 to Easterwood. Easterwood, and Wood. That's a
Yeah, you're living in your world there.
2-1 pitch outside for ball 3.
Nobody on the bags.
Hey, the leadoff runner didn't get on.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Shockingly so, to be honest. Good pitch. Oh,
King does not catch the outside. It's a
wow.
walk to Specs Easterwood.
Mostly been consistent out there, but man, that's hard to take there. That's right on the edge.
Brings on Kendall Wood. Kendall 0 for 2 with a walk back in the second. First pitch swinging, fouled off to the right, out of play. Take a bit of a break after tonight. This is the third of 6 spring sports or diamond sports broadcasts we'll be doing here on Conway Corp. We'll have 2 weeks off after today. Is that right?
No, is that right?
We won't be back until the 22nd. So throw down to second. Not in time.
Got a good jump.
Easterwood advances to second. Yeah, our next broadcast will be April 22nd. Across the way, Wampus Cat Stadium, the baseball Wampus Cats will be playing host to Catholic. I think there's some other things going on that day as well.
What day is that? Out of play?
I believe that Coach Boucher is going to be
Oh, it's
in attendance.
22nd?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the they're calling it the Conway Wampus Cat baseball reunion event game, and so they're gonna have a lot of folks from all in the past to come in and join. It's several that have said they're coming.
Easterwood takes third.
I think the batter did a great job there of just staying in the box and shielding Wilcutt from being able to see that the runner had gone.
Three-two pitch is inside. 2 straight walks. Given up by King. 1 out, runners on the corners. Coach Eric Ryan going to bring a runner in
Your attention, please.
for Wood.
Pinch hitting for the Bryant Hornets, number 25, Rachel Havens. Pinch hitting.
Or is it a pinch hitter? Or I thought it was going to be a courtesy runner.
Yeah, she's got a bat in her hand.
think we're also going to have a courtesy runner, though.
I think, yeah, it's same.
Okay.
Yeah. Correctamundo, as Fonzie would say.
So Havens into bat for Nichols. And number 15 be courtesy running over at first.
She was set up in the box ready to go, and we had no umpire.
That's Zafina.
You're going to have an umpire. I once saw, this is a true story, we were playing in Bentonville, playing softball in Bentonville at a tournament when my daughter played. So this was back in the late 20-teens, and they got ready to go, and they called time. Batter was in the box, umpire's behind the plate. Field umpire called time, and the umpire behind the plate had forgotten his mask. Had just bent down and was ready to go to call play, and he said, "Time." So he walked over the dugout and got his mask. Yeah, bad move. That'd be a serious 1917 kind of move. That's back when umpires didn't have teeth and
okay,
and such. Hey, how about we put a mask on the umpire? Hey, you know what? Not a bad idea.
2-1 pitch from King. Inside for ball 3. He's already given up 2 walks in a row. And Havens has worked the count to 3-1.
Good pitch.
Battles back with a strike there.
Oh, that's nice.
Full count to Havens. Grounded over to short. Throwing time at first. 6-3 for out number 2, but a run comes across as Easterwood scores from third.
Productive. They've done that 2 or 3 times today with productive outs at first base to bring home a run or a move runner over.
First baseman, Aaliyah Pegram.
Zafina at third, 2 outs. And that brings on Aaliyah Pegram. And she grounds a single right up the middle past the second baseman. RBI single for Pegram.
Yeah, just good piece of hitting there. Good. She got a pitch to hit. She didn't miss. Solid.
Hornets add 2 here in the 7th.
How many hits for the Hornets today? Can't
I've lost count.
Tons.
I mean, yeah.
Tons. Yeah. They really have. They've swung the bat well, and so it's just one of those days where they're swinging it well, we're not, and that's the score. The score is very predictive of that kind of imbalance.
I've got 8.
8 hits, 10 runs on 8 hits. So some walks, some defensive lapses.
Yeah, several walks in there as well.
Yeah, good catch there.
Pegram's at second. And it's a 1-1 count to Dunn. Swung on. Lined out in the left field. They'll send Pegram. Play at the plate. Throw is in time. Benton guns him down from left field for the final out of the inning. Lady Cats have a lot of work to do here in the bottom of the second. Coming up next on Conway Corp. Bottom of the 7th here on Conway Corp. Lady Cats trail 10-2. It'll be Lightfoot, Benton, and Peg due up for Conway.
Lot to do and 1 inning to get it done. 8 to tie, 9 to win. That is an uphill battle.
Lightfoot 0 for 1 today. She's got a walk. Try to lay a bunt down there on the first pitch. Fouled back for strike 1.
Tried to get the bunt for the hit. We don't really have per Chada, we don't really have any slappers to note. She's one of the few lefties we have, I guess, in the box.
It's up in the zone. 1-1. That's outside. Ball 2.
Just got a battle here.
Two-one pitch from Baldwin. That's fouled over to the left side. We're even to 2-2. Baldwin won't get the outside call. Lightfoot runs it full.
It is consistently inconsistent. Is that what you called it?
That's what I may have said earlier. Hey, leadoff walk.
Wow.
For Lightfoot, her second walk of the day.
All right.
That is 7 now on the season.
Who do we have coming up here?
Well, it would be Anna Benton, but
I don't think it is.
I think it's going to be Briar White. Yeah, number 7, junior.
Attention, please, for the Conway Lady Cats. Batting for Anna Benton, number 7, Briar White. White, batting for Benton.
Briar scored 1 run on the year. Hasn't had, I think this may be her first at bat of the year.
Oh, really? Wow.
I believe so.
And I think she was hurt for a while, and so she's maybe just now getting back into the swing of things, literally.
Takes ball 1. She's been doing some courtesy running. But yeah, this is her first at bat. Swings there. It's 1-1. Briar, just a junior. It's outside for ball 2. Throw down to first, not in time.
Lightfoot back with a quick feet. Lightfoot with a quick feet.
Lightfoot with a light foot. No outs, 1 on. That's fell back. And it evens it up 2-2. Just tried to poke it out in the left field, but a little too late. It's fouled off. Pitch from Baldwin. That's fouled off.
The foot.
The foot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it had to feel good.
The left foot. Not to be confused with Lightfoot.
Or her right foot.
We can crack each other up. That's okay.
Remind that could.
Oh, almost poked it out in the left field. Instead,
Yeah.
chased down by Camino.
I have a friend of mine, Tim Martin, who I still have a friend of mine. His name's Tim Martin. It's not like it's past tense. But do you remember a quarterback that played in the NFL, Byron Leftwich?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a Jaguar.
Yeah, he said, that's right. He said he would always say, Brian Leftwich. But I throw with my right witch.
Yeah. Yeah, a Titan fan such as myself, very familiar with
Brian Leftwich.
Byron Leftwich. And he's an OC somewhere right now, I think.
Yeah, you know, he is.
Is he
he's
with
in the coaching ranks.
Tampa Bay, maybe? Something
He's
like
at
that.
he's at the professional level, that's for sure.
Got a pinch hitter coming in. It's freshman Grace Espinoza.
Grace Espinoza. All right. Digging into the box.
Grace has also been pinch running a lot. She's scored 7 runs on the year, but I believe this is also her first at bat.
All right. Good inning. I like the fact she's digging in. She's throwing the dirt out.
Down and in, ball 2. So 1 out, Lightfoot at first, and Grace Espinosa at the plate. Lady Cats trailing 10-2 here in the 7th. Espinosa took a big swing at that.
Went to the ground. And apologizing to the umpire. I'm not sure what. That could be trouble. No.
Chased down in right field by Farley.
She almost dropped it as well.
Been a little bit of that going around
Yeah,
today.
a lot of spin on that ball. A lot of spin on that ball.
Farley's having a good time. Lady Cats down to their final out, and that brings up Mags Williams. Mags 0 for 2 today. Take strike 1.
Well, the Lady Cats have struggled at the plate today and really could not put anything together. You kind of felt good at the end of 1, where it could have been a worse inning at the top half, and then you get a solo shot from Sylvia King. But really, since then, it's been all Bryant.
Even at 5-2, you still felt like you were in striking distance, but
Third run, 5th killed you, and then put up 2 more in the 7th for good measure.
it was kind of rude.
It was piling on effect.
Mags swung on, high pop out to left field. And that will do it here today for your Lady Cats softball team. Falling 10-2 to the Bryant Hornets. Lady Cats move to 7-2 overall. 2-1 in 6A Central play. Hornets stay undefeated, 8-0 and 3-0 now in conference play. I keep saying that we're off for 2 weeks. It's not even, it's worse than that. It's 3 weeks. We won't be on the air again until 3 weeks from today.
April what?
April 22nd.
Wow. Baseball, right?
Yeah, we'll be over at the baseball field. Wampus Cats will be taking on Catholic. The good news is when we come back, it's 3 straight Tuesdays of Diamond Sports.
We finished strong.
So 1 last baseball broadcast and then 2 softball broadcasts to follow in the 2 weeks after that. Enjoyed bringing this to you. Haven't enjoyed the outcome, but have enjoyed being able to cover Lady Cat softball today here on Conway Corp. Our thanks to the entire 5 Sports crew today. First softball broadcast in the books, and I think we had fun.
We did fun. Look for a better outcome next time. Though.
Next time we're going to try and get a camera up on the roof, right?
No, we're not.
That's what you
No,
said?
we will not.
Okay, well, maybe not. But we'll see you again in 3 weeks over at the baseball field. In 4 weeks, we'll be back here at Lady Cat Field. He's Tim. I'm Levi. Thanks for watching.